Hello Pisces, this is Victoria from Mindful Bamboo and I'm here with your July tarot forecast. We're going to take a look at what's going to be happening in your love life with whoever you're dealing with. We'll take a look at your career and workspace, and finally we'll get you advice from the universe on how to best utilize the energies of the month. I will also get some messages from your person to yourself with the Hermit Tarot deck. And of course, as always, I'm going to start with an oracle card. Today I'm going to be using the Whispers of the Ocean, one of my favorites. Very sunny, very summery energy, and I think we can all use a little bit of that. A little bit of a reminder that we are in summer, at least in the northern hemisphere. But I'm sure if you're in the southern hemisphere, you have reasons to enjoy your weather as well. Maybe a little bit different. Okay, let's get started right away. You know the drill. Remember, this is a general read, so if it's not yours, don't push it. If you enjoy my content, please like the video, subscribe to my channel, leave a comment. You can also support me with a donation or get something from my Amazon wishlist. Any and all of it will help me with my channel, with the work that I do, will help to keep the readings coming and be free for everybody. If you're interested in a personal read for your situation or your coaching session, contact me via an email address and we'll agree about all the details. Whew. Let's see what we got for Pisces. Wow, I did shuffle a lot, you saw that. And I got the card that I had in like 1 or 2 readings ago. And it also, it's like a favorite card in this deck that just keeps falling out for me. Well, not for me, but you know, in my readings. Oh well, I guess it's an important theme, right? That's how you get the collective themes, the global themes. You're reading for whatever, hundreds, thousands of people, and can resonate for a lot of them, right? Because there are these collective energies, and I guess this is one of them. So this is the card back. It's called Back on Task, number 39, and it's talking about keeping your focus right and spending your energy on exactly the right thing and what is the most important right now. You might consider reviewing your goals, your schedule, or a project you're working on. All could use some fine-tuning, right? So make sure that your heart is still in it, whatever you are spending a lot of time on. I keep talking about the habit that I use myself of doing a little bit of an inventory from time to time of how I spend my time, what do I do. Sometimes it goes unnoticed. Even if I'm more conscious about choosing the things that I enjoy, I still sometimes slap myself in the face because there are little things here and there that kind of like jump into the picture, and before you know it, you know, hours of your day is spent like around those little things, right? Seemingly harmless, but they do take a lot of time. And so then I understand that I can be better at eliminating my procrastination or laziness, or scattering my attention on things that don't really matter, right? Because little by little they take up a lot of time that I could be using on something much more productive, much more enjoyable, you know, something a lot that would serve me a lot better, that would actually have meaning. Okay, let's go into tarot. Let's see what we have for Pisces in the month of July. We just were in the new moon energy. You're still kind of seeing a little bit of an aftertaste because it only happened a couple of days ago. So if we're in a new moon now, so if kind of the first quarter of the moon, so the energy is still ramping up for this lunar cycle. And if you still feel like you would like to manifest something new into your life or take a new direction with things, attract something into your life that you don't have right now, you can still do the rituals, the mantras, the affirmations, the prayer, whatever you're doing to do that. You can still work with that, and lunar energy is still going to be very, very supportive of that. And of course, we are moving into 7/7 portal next week, which is gonna be interesting. Five of Wands in reverse. This is for the love life. The Hermit. Nine of Pentacles. Then for the career, we have Nine of Wands. The Magician. Love it. Ace of Cups. Bringing love into the work situation. It's okay, we'll get there. Ace of Swords. I also get a lot of aces, so that is telling me that, again, this new energy from New Moon is playing its way out. Maybe if you've already manifested something, and I mean, I'm saying maybe, but actually you would have done it anyway, even if it was subconscious, right? Now you're starting to see the fruits of your labor, what you were energetically manifesting. You're now seeing it in the physical. Two of Wands. The High Priestess. Okay, we have three major arcana, so there's like a balanced collaboration. Six of Swords, yeah, Six of Swords at the bottom. Collaboration in reaching balanced approach for whatever it is you're doing. You could be dealing with a Virgo or Gemini or Cancer. So I saw at least three nines. I have Nine of Wands, Nine of Pentacles, and the Hermit is card number 9. So I would say the energy is gaining momentum now. It's almost like you're at the point where you've already done enough that you're seeing the fruits of your labor, but also you're still not at your final destination. So you're kind of like, you're at the point where you can get demotivated or tired, or be thinking, oh, maybe that's all that I can do here, or maybe that's enough, or get distracted into something else because you've been doing this for a while and your mind is getting tired. Keep your eyes on the prize. That's what I'm getting for you. Because you're so close, it's encouraging some new ideas and new developments for your life. It's important to stick with it right now, whatever it is that is in your focus. Just make sure that that focus is something that you really care about, that you still want, with your heart, intuitively, not just because it sounds cool or somebody's expecting it, or because you already put in 5 years of your time and now is not the time to leave it behind. You could spend 2 more years of your time and essentially waste them because you'll figure out that you didn't even want it at the end of the day. But you can still save yourself from wasting another 2 years in my example, right? There's still a meaning in that. And let me tell you, being a Taurus myself, for me sometimes it's hard to let go of things if I've invested a lot of my resources into it. But I'm learning to do that, and I found that every time I managed to be strong and to leave things that I was supposed to leave, or people, it served me well. And some kind of goodness, some kind of abundance, some kind of reward arrived into my life to support me with that's definitely a good move. You think the universe doesn't do that, the divine don't do that, sending you that kind of incentive, that kind of encouragement that you're on the right track? Of course they do. And yeah, we sound a little bit cheesy in terms of how the reflexes are built, right? Like, yeah, you're doing the right thing, here you go, here's a trick. But it works, and why not do it? From whichever way you approach this, it still makes sense to leave behind things that you don't vibe with anymore, even if you've put a lot of effort into it. Okay, and to continue the topic, we're actually seeing focus on yourself in your relationship space. Both these cards are talking about being like focusing on yourself. What is going on with you? Sometimes we get into the weeds, into the routine so much that we forget to look at what's happening with us. Leave aside the noise and the pressure of the world and look into yourself. This is the inner world. This is the outside world. Are you comfortable? Are you happy? Are you emotionally fulfilled? Can you afford what you like to afford? How's your lifestyle? Is it keeping you healthy? All of those things. And how are your thoughts and feelings, right? With the Hermit here. Hermit works in solitude, right? It's about this new enlightenment, and I like that it has lightning in here. It's like a cleansing process that you can do for yourself. Like spa procedure that you can do at home by yourself. I don't know, some skin exfoliation or face mask or whatever, right? It's kind of like that. You're helping yourself. You're bringing new clarity into the picture, and it's helping you, it's igniting new inspiration, new ideas of how to move forward. And maybe even, something new from what you've been focusing on so far. Beautiful. Don't feel like it's important not to feel like you're being selfish. No, this is you taking care of yourself, showing yourself love, and giving yourself time to balance out your energy and get grounded, right? It's your quality time with God, if you wish, or whatever higher power you believe in, right? Where you're not really by yourself, but you are working towards, it's kind of like a tune-up that you would get for a car, like a checkup that you would get for, I don't know, medical checkup that you would get annually. It doesn't necessarily mean that something is wrong with your health, but it's still recommended to do that, just in case, right? To go through the checklist to make sure everything's okay. And it's almost like that, like a checklist, but not a medical one, but around your thoughts and beliefs and feelings. So the more you take care of yourself, think about it that way, the better partner, sibling, mother, father, I don't know, child, grandparent you would be to someone else, right? Whatever people around are, and you may feel like you have obligations to them. Honestly, the only person you have obligation to take care of, to make happy, is yourself. That's the priority. That's the priority. Even if you're people on very spiritual paths or like healers, teachers, it's still themselves come first. Then relationship with God. Then relationship with your soulmate or twin flame, right? Like with the love of your life, with your partner. And then relationship with everybody else, in that order. Okay, for your workspace, I see some interesting opportunities. Nine of Wands is usually about fear, but I like that in this deck, because it's steampunk tarot, the guy is actually taking care of some equipment. It's like operational maintenance. That's how I see it. So you are asked to step back from the day-to-day maintenance, from business as usual in your workspace, and see how can you manifest something completely new and exciting into your work, into your career. Maybe even consider a different branch out of what you've been doing, right? Like take a creative and a loving approach to what you want to do next. This is not the action time, I would say. It's more of a consideration time, like brainstorming, like listening to yourself, right? Maybe doing a little bit of research, maybe remembering what you were passionate about as a kid and see how you can pursue it now, right? When you speak about career and workspace, it actually doesn't have to be just about like a day job, or I don't know, like specifically the job, right? It could be a hobby, it could be something you do on the side for yourself, not so much as a means of earning a living, but still something that you feel passionate about, something that's important, and a lot of times something that makes a difference for other people involved. Okay, with the advice, we have Ace of Swords, Two of Wands, and the High Priestess. Yeah, so you're being asked to look honestly at the situation at hand, or your life just in general, and understand that you always have a choice. First of all, whatever options you're considering, or maybe you don't see them right now, it seems like the only way is whatever you are doing. The spirit is telling you there's always a choice, but it's your inner knowing that is supposed to tell you, not other people. You're supposed to, the truth is supposed to be guiding you with this sword, the sword of truth. But the important part is that nobody will know it better than you. When you are in your balanced state, when you're grounded, when your heart chakra is open. That's when you know the best. So don't get this advice from other people. This is about you trusting you. And I'm hearing for some of you, that's the skill that you need to develop for yourself, where you trust yourself. You don't have to overthink. You don't have to spend a week on some, decision that could take an hour. And I'm not saying that, rush was everything, or, you don't have to think. Of course you should, but intuition comes first. And it's up to you to decide, if it hasn't been so far, to decide how to work on that relationship with your higher power, with your guides, with your angels. How to establish that kind of connection so you can use their guidance as well and their energetic support, I'm hearing. Okay, let's get you some messages from your person to yourself. Messages for Pisces from their person. Okay. We have you are on. I'm addicted to you. I always hear Shakira song when I'm reading this card. You hurt me, but that's okay, I guess. And uncommon trust. So definitely there's some sort of a situationship, a situation between you two that went down recently, where they got hurt or upset because of what happened between you two, or maybe the choices that you've made. It doesn't have to be directly related to them, but maybe some important choice that you made for yourself and it made them upset. A lot of times, because they care so much, then if it feels like what you've chosen doesn't resonate for them, they can get upset. But be careful not to go for that, like not to let it sway you from your path. If you're following your truth, your integrity, your values, that's what matters the most. And your person will either come along and accept it and respect it, or you'll just part your ways because you will be on different floors. I'm always imagining when people have the different energy frequency, I'm imagining them at different floors in the building where they can't really communicate. Yeah, there is a lot of physical attraction. There is a lot of intention for this person to be the best partner that they can be for you. But it looks like they are okay to kind of take time for themselves and figure some things out. And definitely I can see that it's important for you to take time for yourself, to make time for yourself. And if you have a chance to go away for a few days and be on your own, that's great. But of course, it doesn't have to be like that. You can take time for yourself by, just like on a daily basis. Give yourself an hour or 2 hours every day where you just do you, whatever that means. So you can find a quiet place where you can let your consciousness flow, or you can do your meditation, or even a fitness routine. If it's something that makes you more wholesome, balanced, and happy, that counts as well, right? It can be simple little things, but it's about this focus on what you want to do, what's going to make you happy. Okay, I think I'm going to end it here. If you have any questions, comments, would like to know more about some of the topics that I've discussed, let me know in the comments, and I'll make sure either to post useful links or to give you some more information from my own knowledge and experience. Thank you so much for joining me today, guys. I love you all, and I'll be back with more readings very, very soon. Bye!